He says this.
She says that.
He said, she said.
What?
So it goes like this. You survived texting and flirting.
And you spent weeks, months even, thinking things were great with your romantic interest.
Suddenly, you found out they're not ready to date.
And you're wondering, how can I know when they're ready?
So I'll pick you up at 8 then?
About that. I really don't think I'm ready for that. So Kung, I think that you should talk to them about how we're going to structure our shows.
Okay, so before we was just all over the place. Now, we're going to talk about just 5 things.
So you don't waste your time on someone who's not ready to date. So we came up with 5 that we think are important. We're going to start with jealousy bait. Now, can you talk to me about how jealousy bait works?
Okay, so back in the day, my dad, a wise Asian guy, told me, the women, they like to fish, okay? You use the fishing rod, you throw your bait, and then you pull them in, but then you let them go a little bit. And then you pull them in again, and then you let them go a little bit more. And then you pull them in until they get stuck on you. And that's called the fishing rod bait method.
Okay, so how that relates to jealousy, like if I'm interested in a guy, I'm not totally sure if he's ready to do the dating thing.
Mm-hmm.
I will intentionally mention another guy that may or may not exist.
Right, okay.
Bait.
Bait.
I'm having dinner with Jason on Friday.
Jason? Who's Jason?
Right. If he reacts like that, he's kind of interested. If he flies into a jealous rage,
Oh, heck no!
not dating that guy. He's not ready for it. And if he doesn't care at all,
Oh, Jason. Oh, that's cool, girl. Yeah, you do your thing.
I'm probably wasting my time. So what we're looking for is the middle ground.
Middle. Alright, so number 4, friend evaluation. Okay, so when you're meeting with a guy or a girl, you want to kind of get to know their friends. You know, if you're getting good with their friends, you're getting good with them. But you have to take time to evaluate who they hang out with.
It's not just like evaluating, it's sort of, are they a good fit for you? But it's also, the friends are going to be more honest maybe about if they're ready than they are. So if I go up to you and I'm like, Kung, I think your boy is kind of like interesting.
Mm-hmm.
I'm interested in dating him.
He's gonna talk to you and lie through his teeth, cause you know his friends are always gonna have each other's back. And if a girl comes up to a dude's friend and asks questions about him, he's gonna try to make his friend look as good as possible. So as a woman, you have to pay attention to his body language, his rhythms, and see if he's lying or not, and you be the judge of that.
So the friend evaluation is about comparing what the friend says to what you're thinking and what you're seeing with the body language. Triangle.
Yeah.
Okay, so the next one's really important, especially for guys looking at women, and that's how does the person handle problems? Because you don't want someone who's a hot mess or who comes with a lot of drama coming into your life and messing up what you've got going on.
Got 99 problems, but
Ain't one.
oh.
Okay, so it's like if you go up to someone and they're telling you about their day, is their biggest problem that they couldn't pick a body spray, or that Jeanette is a biatch, or that what? I mean, what's a stupid problem you've heard a girl talk about where you're like, no, red flag, this girl ain't for me?
You know, I don't like it when a girl talks about her ex on her first date. That's a no-no, okay? And really it's because, well, one, you're trying to get to know me. I'm not trying to get to know your ex. That's why they're called an ex, you know. And yeah, so, and then another thing is like, don't give me your whole life story. Just have fun in the date. Don't tell me that you're bipolar. Don't tell me you have massive gas problems. You know, don't tell me just disgusting stuff that I don't need to know on the first date. Okay?
Okay, so I'm hearing 2 things. That the kind of problems you bring up early on show something about your character.
Mm-hmm.
And seeing how they deal with those problems also tells you something about their character.
Right.
Okay, so don't give all the problems at once, and make sure that the ones that you're talking about are manageable, reasonable, and that you don't look like a soap opera.
Down to number 2, time. The rule about time is if somebody doesn't have enough time for you, that means they're not ready to date.
What do you mean when you say not enough time?
As in, you try to contact them and they take forever to reply, or you ask them to go out and they're like, hey, I'm kind of busy that day, and that day, and that day, and that day, and that day. So
Yeah, I completely agree. Because when I was in college, I took like 18 credit hours, had a full-time job, volunteered, and I still managed to date people because I wanted to date people. So, like text messaging takes 5 seconds to send a text message. Okay, maybe not 5 seconds, but like a minute. And if you're really interested, then you can send one and just touch base, connect more consistently. You know.
Yeah, totally agree.
So I don't know. I just feel like anybody can make time, and life is always going to have things that take up your time. So, yeah. Okay, so the last thing we're going to talk about, our number 1 point, is you have to ask yourself the question, will dating this person make my life better?
Will it make it better?
Because being with a person should improve your life, and if it seems like something you're going to have to tolerate or deal with, then they're probably not ready to date, or you're probably not ready to date. But there's definitely something that doesn't fit.
Fine line there, yep.
Okay, so we're in the final thoughts section. We've given you our 5 reasons on how to know if someone's ready to date, and we have a proposal for you. To get more viewers in join this, we are proposing if we get 50 shares on Facebook of our video, 50. And there's no deadline. Just when we hit 50 shares, Kung and I will talk about landscaping. And if should we have a deadline? I don't know. No, we
No
won't.
deadline,
Yeah, right
no.
now there's no deadline. When you want to hear us talk about that, we'll get the 50 shares,
Yep,
and it could be funny.
real funny.
All right, so Kung, final thoughts?
Again, thank you for watching our video, especially the people that stuck out with us, from the beginning. And remember, when it goes horribly wrong,
He said it.
she said it.